Hey guys, so today I'm going to do the too much information tag. I was tagged by Scott Place, who is awesome. If you haven't come across his channel, you should definitely go check him out because he's great. You guys are gonna learn way too much about me this upcoming week with the Q&A I'm doing, but I thought this would be an okay little preliminary to that. The questions in this are a little bit simpler than the question you guys have been sending me, so this is kind of a nice little introduction into me answering way too many questions about myself. If you want too much information, I will give you too much information. Be prepared. What are you wearing? I am wearing actually my favorite shirt as of right now. It's got like stars and stuff all over it, and I'm wearing pajama pants because they're really comfortable and it's a lazy Saturday. Ever been in love? Yeah. Ever had a terrible breakup? Yeah. How tall are you? I am 6'3", almost 6'4". How much do you weigh? Right now I weigh around 200 pounds. I used to weigh a lot more. For the vast majority of my life I was pretty overweight. When I was 19 in like 2010, I lost like 70 pounds, and now I kind of float around 200 most of the time. Any tattoos? Nope. Any piercings? I used to have my lip pierced. You can still kind of like see the hole. I can't remember which side it was on. I think it might have been this side, but it might have been this side. You can still see the hole if you get really close to my face. Here's a shameless selfie of me from 2010 when I still had it in, if you're curious. OTP. Okay, the only reason that I even know what this means is because I've watched other people do this tag, and I just have to say that I don't care, couldn't care less. Whoever the authors put together. Favorite show? I really don't watch that much TV. I just don't really like TV shows usually. The way they're shot and the way they're edited and the way they're written are just, I usually just really don't like that, any of those aspects about them. Like even like the most popular ones like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones or whatever, they're all shot in such like this way that I can't really even explain, that I just really don't enjoy watching. But there are shows that I would watch over and over again because I love them so much, like South Park, Family Guy, Futurama, American Dad, SpongeBob, recently Adventure Time, Malcolm in the Middle, Party Down, Death Note, and like old Nickelodeon shows like Rocko's Modern Life, Hey Arnold, Kenan and Kel, Drake and Josh, The Wild Thornberrys, Avatar, The Last Airbender, old animes like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon, and then I have a few guilty pleasure TV shows like Pawn Stars, which is like a show about a pawn shop that people go in and it's on the History Channel, and I don't know why I like it, but it's fun to watch. Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay, America's Got Talent, and I am American, but I also watch Britain's Got Talent every single year because it's better than America's Got Talent. Favorite bands? My most recent favorite band, I would say, is a band called Local Natives. They are really, really great. I've been listening to them a lot lately, but I do have a kind of list of bands and music. I'm going to kind of change the question to favorite music because I listen to a lot of different types of music that aren't just bands. Like some of my just all-time favorite bands are Blink-182, Brand New, Say Anything, Real Big Fish, The Early November, Sufjan Stevens, My Chemical Romance, Regina Spektor, and I listen to some music from composers like Mahler, Tchaikovsky, Beethoven, and some more contemporary ones like Frank Kelly and Eric Whitacre. And then I listen to a lot of musicals as well. My favorite musicals are like Sweeney Todd, Into the Woods, The Last 5 Years, The Book of Mormon, Jekyll and Hyde, Chicago, Little Shop of Horrors, Across the Universe, which is a movie musical, not an actual musical, but I still really love it. All Disney movie music, with my favorite Disney musical movies being Hunchback of Notre Dame, Beauty and the Beast, Hercules, Mulan. I listen to a lot of movie music, and my favorite movie composers are Thomas Newman, John Williams, Danny Elfman, Hans Zimmer, Michael Giacchino, Howard Shore, Michael Andrews. I listen to some selective video game music like from Kingdom Hearts, The Last of Us, and Legend of Zelda, and recently I've been listening to the soundtracks from the show Death Note a lot because I love those. Something you miss? Not having any real responsibilities at all, being more carefree. I get stressed really easily nowadays and I don't like it. Favorite song? Well, I mean, this changes quite a lot, but recently my favorite song, it's been my favorite song for probably a few months now, is called Ceilings by Local Natives. How old are you? I'm 22. I will be 23 in May. Zodiac sign? Tauros, not that it matters. Zodiac sign, in my opinion, doesn't mean anything. Quality you look for in a partner? I mean, it's not like I'm out specifically looking for any specific person. I don't really go about my life like that, but if I were to have a partner, I would hope for a certain appreciation for uniqueness and being yourself no matter what that means, caring and understanding, and maybe like a sort of drive to do something good with their life, like for themselves and for other people in the world and everything. Favorite quote. I am a sucker for quotes. Here's just a few. I think there's like 4 of them. Sometimes I'm terrified of my heart, of its constant hunger for whatever it is it wants, the way it stops and starts. I was never insane, except upon occasions when my heart was touched. I went to the woods because I wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and not, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. And finally, I would rather die of passion than of boredom. I just realized that the 3 people that had those quotes, all of their last names rhyme. Poe, Thoreau, and Van Gogh. I didn't mean to do that. Favorite actor? Either Jake Gyllenhaal or Leonardo DiCaprio. Favorite color? Let's see. I have a purple room. These are like the 4th pair of purple shoes that I've owned in my life. And one of my favorite hoodies is purple, so I think you can probably guess what my favorite color is. Loud music or soft? It really depends. I mean, sometimes I might want to like hardcore dance around my house, and sometimes I just want to be as mellow as possible. It really depends on how I'm feeling. Where do you go when you're sad? I usually like read or watch a movie, or just lie in bed, or I go for a walk and listen to music. How long did it take you to shower? Like 10 minutes. How long did it take you to get ready in the morning? It depends. I love having long hair, but I really hate when my hair is wet, so I usually give myself enough time for my like hair to dry before I do anything. Ever been in a physical fight? Not exactly. I like to think I could hold my own in one. Turn on? Physically, big smiles, intelligence, perspectiveness, kindness. Turn off? Unnecessary meanness, smoking, not caring about themselves or people around them or life or the world. Reason I joined YouTube. Well, I mean, I've been on YouTube like watching videos for a really long time, but I joined BookTube because I found the community. I was kind of depressed for a little while, and the community seemed really nice, and I'm really glad I joined. It's been a big uplift in my life. It's inspired me to read all the time, and I'm really glad I joined it. Fears. Being alone, losing the people I care about, dying without having given enough back to the world. Last thing that made you cry? I don't want to talk about it. Last time you said you loved someone? Probably like my mom yesterday. Meaning behind her YouTube name? Well, it's my last name plus the reading part that I just added to show that this channel is about books. Last book you read? Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Book you're currently reading? We by Yevgeny Zamyatin, which is awesome. Last show you watched? For some reason last week I like suddenly decided to watch the entire Death Note series all the way through. Not sure why, but I do that like once every like 6 months. I don't know why, I just love that show. Last person you talked to? I just talked to my friend John on the phone earlier. The relationship between you and the last person you texted? That is a good question. I don't really know. I don't really text like ever. I'm not very good at it at all. Let's see. Oh, John, I forgot. I texted John yesterday. John, one of my best friends. Here's a lovely picture of us being best friends in 2007. Favorite food? Either pizza, burgers, or tacos. Or donuts. Place you want to visit? Let's see. New York, California, Boston, Chicago, Hawaii, Alaska, England, Ireland, Scotland, France, Italy, Austria, Belgium, Germany, Greece, Iceland, Netherlands, Norway, Denmark, Finland, Poland, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Egypt, Japan, South Korea, Canada, Brazil, Australia, New Zealand. I mean, plenty of other places really. I want to go everywhere. So, last place you were? I've been here all day. Do you have a crush? Not exactly. Last time you kissed someone? Almost 4 years ago. Last time you were insulted? Good question. No idea. Maybe right now. I don't know. Favorite flavor is sweet. Chocolate is awesome, obviously, but I also really love gummy bears and Skittles and Starburst. And I love anything mint chocolate, like Andes candies. And mint chocolate chip ice cream is my favorite. And I also just really like watermelon flavored candy. What instruments do you play? Well, so I played trumpet from the 4th grade to the 11th grade, and I mean, I still know how to play it, obviously, but in school I played the trumpet from 4th grade to 11th grade. In the 11th grade, I switched to playing in the baritone or euphonium, whichever one you want to call it. It's this thing right here. It basically looks like a small tuba, but kind of sounds like a trombone, and my band needed one because we didn't have any. My band director asked me to play it, and I was like, sure. It has the same fingerings, it's the same key as a trumpet, so it was really easy to pick up, and I was actually better at it than the trumpet, and I was the only ones for the most part. There's a girl that played it as well, but she knew that she wasn't very good. Like, we both knew that she wasn't very good. She never played, she just faked it the entire time, so it was pretty much just me playing the entire time. And I also played a trumpet for a ska band for a few years, for a while, maybe like 5 or 6 or 7 years. We called ourselves the Rocktagon. We were pretty awful, but we had quite a few little shows that we performed at. But I played trumpet for that for a while, but then when I switched to euphonium / baritone, whatever, in school I also switched to playing a marching baritone, which looks like this. It basically looks like a giant fat trumpet, in the Rocktagon, because I was better at it and we liked the deeper sound more. I mean, we were okay. We had some songs that we were really good at playing and we played a lot, like this one.
There's a ska band on my street, a little ska band. Everybody thinks they're so empty. There was nothing on the radio. I gotta make my own and play my own. She looks like that doesn't work, so I'm giving up again. She said she loved me because I play guitar. That's okay, I didn't love her at all, and I said I'm giving up because I know everything's so sad. I know everything's so wrong. I know everything's so sad. It's gonna be the last time you hear me complain.
We also wrote some of our own songs. We had like 3 of our own songs, I think, and our best one was called Dr. Pepper. It was all about Dr. Pepper, which is easily our best contribution to music. I actually wrote all of the horn parts for that song. Like, we had me on baritone, and we had a trombone player, a trumpet player, and a saxophone player, and I wrote all the parts for those. And our 2 like lead guys, the 2 lead singers, like wrote the actual song itself. And it was pretty great, in my opinion.
I've never been a big fan of the freshman's blood. I've been wide awake all night, trying to set my feelings right. Change the channel, but I'm still tied down. When inspiration comes around, I'll get my ass up off the couch and frustration hanging over me because my favorite Lincoln Purvis was sounds like a familiar story. She had a smile fortified by many moles of fluoride. No use of cliche, but chemistry was never my forte. Am I okay? With you when I'm with you, but it all feels like cholesterol. Tell me, am I in control? It doesn't go that way. I don't want to fall asleep.
I'm sorry, I made you watch those. I like embarrassing myself on the channel for some reason. I don't know, it's fun. Anyway, so that was for like stage band, like on stage symphonic band, but I was also in the marching band and I played in the drum line. First year I was in the drum line, I played the bass drum, which is the one that like is like this and you play it like that. I was the biggest one because I was the biggest person that was playing bass, and there was 4 of them. There's usually at least 4 basses in a drum line. There's sometimes 5 or even 6, but they all have different pitches because they're all different sizes, and I was the biggest one, the lowest one. But then after that I started playing the tenors, which is like 5 drums. There's 4 on the outside and 1 like small high-pitched one in the middle, and that was a lot more fun to play. It looked cooler, but it was also just a lot more fun to play. Here, hold on a second. I broke like 7 of these drum heads. I guarantee I probably still hold the record for the amount of drum heads I broke. It wasn't my fault. I I mean, I guess it kind of was, but they just kept breaking. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I also am trying like to teach myself to play guitar. I started learning in high school, but then I was just really like uncoordinated with it, and I kind of got frustrated and gave up. So now I'm trying to actually like learn it better, like actually learn where the notes are on the strings, and like learn how to play songs I like and stuff. I'd also like to teach myself how to play piano sometime soon. Favorite piece of jewelry? Don't have one. Last sport you played? I don't really play sports. I mean, I play golf sometimes with my dad. I mean, golf is like the most boring sport in the world to watch, but it's like when you're playing it, you're whacking this ball across a giant field into a hole, and that's pretty fun. And you get to drive around the cart and stuff. Yeah, I played baseball for like 7 or 8 years before I got into high school. I didn't make the high school team, and so I kind of stopped playing after that. Last song you sang? After I mentioned the song earlier, my favorite song, Ceilings, I kind of started singing it in front of the camera, but I'm not going to show you that. You just take my word for it. That's the last song I sung. Favorite chat-up line? Pretend this is a person, alright? Okay, and pretend they have a body underneath the head, okay? Ready? If you were a pirate, would you rather have your parrot on this shoulder or this shoulder? Have you ever used it? No. I'm cheesy enough to use it, probably, but I don't really use pickup lines on anyone. That's just not really something I do. So, last time you hung out with anyone? I hung around with a book last night. Does that count? I am about to go hang out with John later tonight, so yeah. Who should answer these questions next? I don't know. I'm not gonna tag anybody, I'm sorry. Anyway, that's it. Hope you learned some interesting things. Hope it wasn't too painful to watch, because you're gonna have to sit through and watch a very long Q&A after this giveaway is over, because I've gotten like 80 questions so far that are all ridiculous and awesome, and I'm excited to do that, so be ready for that. I have like a couple other tags I have to do, I have a bunch of book reviews I have to do, I have lots more stuff coming out, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you very soon.